In the meantime, here we go again on the brink of a shutdown. It will come Friday night at midnight if Republicans and Democrats fail to agree on a short-term spending bill at issue to pay or not pay for disaster aid. The Senate set to hold a vote tonight on legislation that will not pay for it, and that's not going to fly with Republicans, and particularly this guy, Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming. So, Senator, we're going to shut down if this remains the case, aren't we?
Well, Neil, I do not believe we're going to shut down the government. I want to vote to keep it open, as do the Republicans. It's time for the theatrics and the chest pounding by the Democrats to just stop and be responsible and realize that we have to pay for things as we go along.
What are we talking about here, Senator? What is the amount of money we're talking about that they want paid for?
Well, the amount of money is just the additional FEMA money for emergency management, and now it comes out today that FEMA may actually have all the money they need to get us to the end of the fiscal year. I mean, that was the report today on Capitol Hill. So I think it is much to do about nothing. We need to keep the government open and functioning, and I just believe that if an emergency happens like it does in your family, you have to find a way to pay for it by not spending that same money on something else.
Well, wouldn't all this be a moot point, Senator, if it turns out, like you said, that FEMA does, in fact, have more than enough money to cover its expenses? Then there's no need for a vote. There's no need to quibble over extending the government's finances for another few months, right?
Well, I think that a lot what we've seen coming out of the White House and the Democrats on Capitol Hill has been theatrics and threats to try to get people, all excited about the possibility of a government shutdown, and I just don't think that's a responsible way to try to have the country moving forward.
Senator, they're hanging this one on you guys, more specifically from the president. We believe it is inconceivable that they will not work it out, referring to Republicans. This is Jake Carney talking to reporters on Air Force One. What do you make of that? They're going to put the onus on you guys for blocking everything.
Well, the president likes to blame everyone but himself. You look at 9.1% unemployment in this country. You look at the president's policies. No matter what he seems to do, he makes it worse. The economy is worse. Gasoline prices are worse. Housing prices are worse than they were when he came into office. And no matter what he does from a regulatory standpoint, it makes it harder and more expensive for private sector to create jobs in this country. So I guess I'm not surprised to see this president and this administration trying to blame others for their own behavior.
Senator, thank you very much. Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming. Again, as we tick down to what could be another shutdown, we'll see.